1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is
Caught!
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
Live from Maplewood as the 3-3 Newark Central Blue Devils come to Maplewood to face off against the 2-5 Columbia Cougars in an SEC Liberty Division matchup. On the call tonight in Maplewood, I'm Rohan Pai, joined with me doing some commentary, and on the camera, Grant Kirsten, as we're super happy to be here for this divisional matchup between two of Essex County's quieter teams, but potent teams poised to make a deep run. Before we get going here, let's look at some keys to the game, starting with Newark Central. They've got to prevent the silly mistakes. Playing a much better Columbia team, they've got to play an immaculate game. Also for Newark Central, stop the putback. A lot of Columbia's points come from second chance opportunities, so they've got to do their best to box out and rebound. For Columbia, they've got to lock down Newark Central's leading scorer, Sage Reed. She's a junior. She's impressed this year, going for 19.7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game. Also for Columbia, they've got to keep cool under pressure. They've had trouble playing here at home this season. Today, they've got to do well and control the flow of the game and control the tempo. Absolutely. Once again on the call, I'm Rohan Pai. With me, Grant Kirsten, as opening tip-off just about a minute away.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
Well, you said Trafford's a shifty back. He gets motioned down. They'll give it right to him on the first down play, and he gets lit up. Oh, what a hit there by Jaden Bonsu.
The kid with the Powell. Oh, running people over, still on his feet.
He's gone. Touchdown.
We got a touchdown.
No flags. He's a bruiser.
Aziz Foster Powell.
Got to come up and lock up on that guy.
New Jersey. We do games in PA. We all over the place, man. Oh, they kick it deep. They're going to try to cover this one. One man to beat. Touchdown.
And we just traded touchdowns.
Join the D1 Media Pro Team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
Coach Williams.
What a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Micaiah's on touchdown. Kalusia wins it. The championship.
Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Just about getting ready to go here. Newark Central 3-3 on the year, Columbia 2-5. Cougars led by second-year head man Aaron Brightman, a 2009 Columbia graduate, former player at the UCO and Division III level, has some head coaching experience at Golda Ock, and takes over for his predecessor, who's now the head coach for the boys team at West Orange High School. Newark Central, coached by LaShawn Williams in his 9th year, struggled a bit to find their footing early this season, bouncing back and forth from the win column to the lose column each game this year. Wins have come against Irvington, Newark Eastside, and Bard. Losses to West Essex, Science Park, and East Orange. Two squads last met back in February 2022 in the Essex County Tournament quarterfinal round. Blue Devils won 46-40 after a fourth quarter comeback to advance to the Essex County semifinals. But 32 minutes of action, try to separate a winner here. Columbia in black, Newark Central in white. The Cougars control the opening tip. Columbia coming off a nice 36-30 win over SEC Colonial Division foe Cedar Grove Saturday as they get on the board early, courtesy of Mila DeFreitas. DeFreitas, 15 threes this year, as Columbia quickly will force a turnover. Wide open on the block, Annabelle McGuire's shot rings out. Second attempt won't go, as finally Newark Central will fall on the ball. So Mila DeFreitas, 15 threes this year, cashes in early. She's averaging 9 points a game and is the team's undoubtedly best shooter. Talking more about Columbia's win, they're undefeated in 2025, in part to their 36-30 victory over Cedar Grove. Columbia played their starting five all game without captains Sar Marley and Campbell Connell. Those five grinded out a gritty win. Mila DeFreitas led all scorers with 4 threes and 16 points, while Gabby Irving chipped in 11 points, converting just 5 of 10 free throw attempts. Central off a 57-50 loss to East Orange on Saturday. The Blue Devils fell behind 22-2 after the first quarter, but scored 27 fourth quarter points and nearly mounted a comeback. Sage Reed went off for 26 points for the Blue Devils, while Ahuma Okano poured in 10 points and 6 rebounds. Sajaya Tillman dominated the glass, scoring 6 points and grabbing 17 rebounds. Both these teams have alumni competing at the Division I level. Talia Baptiste for Columbia playing at FDU, while Faith Fed Robinson for Columbia battling for Toledo and Ohio in the MAC. Deep shot from Reed off the mark, put back no good as Yard soars high for the rebound. JoJo Yard trying to go coast to coast, traveled with it before the shot. So a Columbia turnover on the offensive end. Cougars a rough start to the season, dropping their first 5 contests, including 2 early SEC Liberty Division games to Caldwell 62-34 and Payne Tech 48-31, while also dropping games to Union Catholic and Morristown. Cougars beat Timothy Christian 73-26 at the end of 2024, and of course beat Cedar Grove at the start of 2025. Tillman's shot no good as Connell hits the deck. Second attempt also no good as the putback finally good from Newark Central as they get on the board, scoring the 2-point basket, Ahoma Okonkwo. On the other end, Connell too strong as Reed will pull it down. Tough shot from Sage Reed as she's fouled on the shot attempt. Gabby Irving going to pick up her first personal, team's first of the quarter. Heading to the line, the junior guard, Sage Reed, a 52% free throw shooter on 51 attempts.
How tall do you think she is?
You know, Grant, from our angle, I'd venture to guess she's 5'2", although, I don't know, my eyes could be deceiving me.
You know, I think she could be even a little bit shorter, which really just goes to show how technical of a player she is.
Yeah, height doesn't matter for Sage Reed, averaging almost 20 points a game. 1 for 2 she goes from the line as we're all squared up at 3 here in Maplewood. Irving with the nice hezzy gets the lay to go. How about that move, Grant? Flashy from the sophomore Gabby Irving.
Showing them off.
Columbia bringing the press, although able to get away from it were the Blue Devils. 3-second violation going to be called on Newark Central, so they'll turn the ball over. 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go in this first quarter. It's been a couple seasons since these two teams met, as Gabby Irving going to be called for the travel there. Could have been a travel or even, Grant, a carry.
Yeah.
A double violation. I like this press from Columbia early, trying to take advantage of Newark Central's weak ball handling skills, as the press right there creates a travel.
It's clearly working. You know, that's a hard press right there, and she's really showing off how throughout every game she can really be a harsh defender.
It'll stay Columbia ball. As Connell will get it in. Irving takes a fall as it's still loose on the deck. Here's Mila Desfritis. That's a tough shot from Gabby Irving, too strong. As along the sideline, Tillman, a nice rebound for Newark Central. Just as the Blue Devils get the ball, they turn it back over as Irving goes to the cup, fouled on her way up. So picking up the first team foul for Newark Central, also her first personal foul, Sajaya Tillman. Making a trip to the line, Gabby Irving, a 68% free throw shooter, 15 of 22 from the charity stripe this year. Grant, tell me, what's the key to making these free throw shots?
You know, it's really all on the wrist. You know, I think that's a classic saying, but it stands true, you know. You gotta have good feet placement, you know. You gotta stay focused, but really, at the end of the day, it's all on how you move the wrist.
The point guard today for Newark Central, Candace Williams, as she'll throw it away. On the block, Yard has trouble with it. The little lady, Reed, forces the turnover, Grant. You're high on her. She's playing well early.
Yeah. I mean, she already has a couple of points. They've done a good job at not letting her get too open at the 3. But she's still stealing. She's still working out there, putting up points. So they got to be careful.
Sage Reed to get 3-point shooters. Cash from behind the arc 15 times this year. Limited to just 1 point in the first half of this first quarter. Irving with a nice steal as she's fouled on her way up. Picking it up, Candace Williams, team second, her first. You know, Grant, Williams, number 10 in white, just a freshman, 5'3" guard. It seems she's having some trouble carrying the ball early for Newark Central.
It does. I think she's not doing a good job at handling the pressure. You know, they're pressing her hard, and she's not able to make it through.
Back to the line goes Gabby Irving. Split a pair first time she was out there. 1 for 3 on the day with that missed free throw attempt. Newark Central has to box out here. As we'll see if she flicks that wrist the right way, Grant.
Yes, she does. You know, she's had a pretty good start today. I mean, first things first, she came out with a hot 3. Now here she is, picking up some extra points.
Reed, deep 2 won't go. As now Williams gonna try one. That one bounces off the front rim. Still loose as Tillman swatted by JoJo Yard. Nice pass inside as Annabelle McGuire gets the running layup to go. Columbia, a 6-point lead. That's Annabelle McGuire's first basket of this ballgame. Newark Central without senior forward Sana Hayes, who's averaging 16.8 points per game and 10 rebounds as that ball's poked away. Hayes just played 4 games this season, a 4-year starter. I believe, according to my source, she's suspended after getting into a fight. A little altercation in Newark Central's last game.
I see. Gotta avoid that, you know? Second highest scorer on the team. Can't be having those silly things prevent you from playing.
Reed gonna pick up her first personal foul, team's third, as that was a bit of a questionable call. Head coach for Newark Central, Sean Williams, arguing that Gabby Irving actually traveled with it before she got fouled. But the refs say, nope, it was before. Irving all the way to the rim, fouled again on her way up. She'll make her 3rd trip to the line in this first quarter.
Irving, it's going at it today.
You know, Grant, part of being a good basketball player is, you know, making shots, but also it's getting to the line. You know, they say the free throw line's 3 points, but also the other team picks up fouls, so it's kind of a win-win. You got to get to the line to be a good player, and Gabby Irving has done that.
Doing a great job of that today.
3 of 5 from the free throw line today, as she leads all scorers early with 5 points. Half of Columbia's 10. Two for 2 goes Irving. That's a bad throwaway from Newark Central.
And you know, it's not their first either.
As traveling with it again, Candace Williams. So returning to the game for Columbia, Campbell Connell as McGuire takes a seat on the bench. Also checking into this ball game, or had already previously checked in, the great Sarah Marley. On the block, Yard too strong on the way up. As in the corner, JoJo Yard will get it out. On the ground, Williams going to be called for the travel. So Columbia will have an inbounds play here. Campbell Connell, the trigger man. Nice design play as Yard will get the layup to go. JoJo Yard on the board for the first time today for Columbia.
Connell like a QB with that beautiful pass, finding the open man.
Reed's deep 3 and air ball. Yeah, you said it. Campbell Connell, she's a senior captain, 4-year starter. She's just a field general for them. JoJo Yard fouled on her shot attempt. Picking up the personal, Sahai Scott. Newark Central one more foul away from putting Columbia in the bonus for the last minute 43 of this quarter. Yard, just a 43% free throw shooter, misses her first. One of 2 goes JoJo Yard. into the front court. Williams' shot won't go. As Irving gonna push it up the floor. Columbia, Grant, they've got to settle into their offense.
Yeah, they have had some problems. Well, there goes Irving. Irving with the three right there, showing off that maybe it's not all bad. But yeah, some shaky passes. Not doing too great under pressure, but they are definitely winning this game.
It's a 14-point Columbia lead as Reed's shot won't go. Desfritis the rebound. Wild shot from Desfritis won't go as Connell battles for it. Marley open three won't go. That was a nice looking shot. McGuire checks in, as Desfritis heads to the bench. 50 seconds to go before the break. It's been all Columbia this first quarter.
Yeah, Columbia done pretty well this quarter, but Central as well just not doing very good. I mean, overall, just looking a little discombobulated on defense.
I love that word, discombobulated.
Defense, they just, they keep fouling, they keep letting them go to the charity line. It's called the charity line for a reason. 3 points, they're just giving them up. And on offense, they're just not able to capitalize.
Sorry, Marley picking up the foul just a minute ago.
Yeah, Central having a hard time finding the lanes, finding the open space. Not really able to drive to the basket.
Connell called for her first foul. As going to the line for Newark Central, Sajaya Tillman. First shot no good for Tillman, averaging 6.2 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 2 steals per game, a 66% free throw shooter. Grant, if Newark Central aren't going to convert from the field, they most definitely have to get it done at the free throw line as Irving's shot rattles out. For putback, though, good. A dominant first half for Gabby Irving, as she's already in double figures with 11 points. Marley going to grab the rebound and push the other way. 17 seconds as Yard lowers the shoulder and gets the basket. 18-point Columbia lead.
Some great ball movement by Columbia. Long passes that were just brutally accurate.
Eight seconds to go before the second quarter. As Candace Williams will get it poked out. Nice defense from Sarah Marley. 4.5 seconds on the big board. Marley rising high to deflect it as this first quarter will come to an end here. A nice defensive stand from Columbia, spearheaded by their junior captain, Sarah Marley. So, at the end of one, Columbia on top of Newark Central, 21-3. Back here in Maplewood for the start of this second quarter. Columbia on top 21-3. Grant, it's been all Cougars early.
Yeah, slaughterhouse out here. These Cougars, I mean, they've had some rough games, and this is really just looking good for them.
Leading the way in that first quarter for Columbia, Gabby Irving. 11 points, and she's already in double digits. Averaging 12 on the year, so just a point away from her average. As Columbia going to try to keep the momentum going, build upon their 18-point lead. And you know, Grant, maybe this will be a game where some of the reserves get some time and the younger girls get to play on the varsity level.
Absolutely, you love to see it.
Although this game far from over. Newark Central trailed East Orange in their last loss, 22-2 after the first quarter. They clawed back in that game and only lost by 7. So perhaps this Blue Devils team is a squad that starts slow but battles late. Gabby Irving, count the basket and give her the foul. As a fast start for Columbia, just 15 seconds in, Irving already with 2 more points in this second quarter. Timeout, Newark Central, as we'll step away. Be back in 30 seconds.
Lloyd attacking and throws it down! Touchdown for St. Peter's!
I'm here with Darren Lewis.
With Simeon Wilcher.
Here with Precious Achua.
About doing overtime.
Grant and Newark Central's last game, they fell behind 22-2 in the first quarter. Similar fate today as they were down 21-3 at the end of the first quarter. In that loss at East Orange in their last game, they only lost by 7. Could they have some sort of, gas that they're saving for the second half or something like that?
Well, that's certainly an interesting tactic. I mean, I don't think a lot of coaches would advise their players to save all their gas for the second half, but it certainly is possible. Maybe they kind of benefit off of their opponents getting tired, and that's when they can really capitalize. It is possible.
Not probable.
Not probable, and of course there could be some explanations for the regaining some of those points, like the other team putting in some subs, which might not be able to do as well. But it certainly is a possibility in this game that they could claw their ways back in, yeah.
Making her 5th free throw of the game is Gabby Irving, as the lead now 21 for Columbia. Central has had no answer for the Cougars' sophomore guard. Tillman blocked by Yard, but gets the layup to go. Bit of a wild sequence there, but on the board for the first time in the second quarter, Newark Central, courtesy of Sajaya Tillman. On the block, Yard will bank in the shot. That's the thing, the beauty, Grant. JoJo Yard showing off the range.
Yeah, she's been a little bit quiet today. Usually a big player, really big in the paint. But yeah, it's nice to see her get some points on the board.
Here's Reed, guarded by Annabelle McGuire, going to her right. Sage Reed's shot, no good, as McGuire gets the rebound. So defense turning into offense for Columbia. Irving hop step. Oh, that's a charge. Gabby Irving just a bit out of control there. Ran over her defender, picking up her second personal. An offensive foul. Great call from the referee.
Yes, of course. I mean, she really is on fire, but you still do have to be careful about being a little bit too aggressive.
Here's Williams, 30 feet away from the basket as she works off the screen. Candace Williams will airball the shot.
Kind of a crazy shot there, a little bit of a hook.
A hook floater, running layup. That's how I would classify that one, Grant.
I think that's fairly accurate.
The taxidermy of basketball. Connell, the post woman, going to work. Lay won't go. Kick out. McGuire deep 2. Also off the mark.
Campbell there to save it though.
Finally, Annabelle McGuire fouled on her shot attempt. Sajaya Tillman going to pick up her second personal. Team's second of the quarter. sending Annabelle McGuire to the line. McGuire had a career high of 6 points in the loss to Payne Tech earlier this year. As her first free throw, no good. Back in the game for Columbia, Milo DeSfritis as Annabelle Nelson takes a seat on the bench. For 2 goes McGuire, but it's kept in. Columbia ball. That one's going to be stolen away. Running the court comes Akaya Donald from Newark Central. Tillman's shot won't go. As here come the Cougars. DeSfritis, 3-ball, no good as Reed grabs the rebound. Newark Central is still trying to find their footing in this first half. Reed tries to split the double as she loses it. Finally, JoJo Yard going to be called for the foul on Columbia.
Reed's been having a hard time getting open this game. I mean, she's being guarded by McGuire, who, granted, is a hell of a lot taller than her. But, yeah, she's really not able to get her footing here.
Williams goes around to DeFritis on the baseline. Candace Williams' shot, no good. That ball goes out, so it'll stay with the Blue Devils. Just 5 points in this first half from Newark Central, Grant. They've really got to see that ball hit the back of the net.
It's not looking too good for them right now.
Campbell Connell going to foul Sajaya Tillman on her way up. Bit of a bad foul by Connell as Columbia's senior has kind of struggled this year. Just averaging 2 points a game, but has dominated the boards, averaging 6 rebounds. Tillman's first free throw shot, no good. The 66% free throw shooter. It's her 5th appearance this year. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. Connell on the board, as that's a tough layup. 21 in black, getting it done. Tillman step back shot off the top of the backboard. Columbia ball. At halftime, we'll have a special interview. Joining us will be James Hartley, as he'll give his insights on this first half. So stick around for that. Connell step back shot, no good. Yard gonna pick up her second personal, team's fourth of the quarter, as Newark Central will take it out on the baseline. Setting up in their 2-3 zone are Columbia, with Yard in the middle and Connell and McGuire on the wings. Reed, that's a deep shot, no good. Connell the rebound. Numbers ahead for Columbia, as DeFritis will get the lay off the mark, and a jump ball going to be called. Arrow going to stay with Columbia. On the block, Yard too strong. Now Milo DeSfritis behind the back and snatch. That's a double dribble. Halfway done with the second quarter, as McGuire still locking up Reed here, Grant, early in this ball game. Sage Reed, just 1 point.
You know, it's really unexpected from her really, even still being guarded by somebody as tall as McGuire to not be as present in this game. I think that's really where these Blue Devils are going wrong.
DeFreitas cashes her second 3 ball of the game. 6 points on the night for Mila DeFreitas. Reed gonna blow by her defender all the way to the cup. Goes Sage Reed. Lay can't go. You know, Grant, some of these shots from Newark Central, I'm really hoping they go in.
Yeah, I mean, for them to have any chance at coming back here, they're gonna need it to be a little bit more accurate.
Down 25, Campbell Connell steals it away. Great extra pass from Connell as Irving gets the basket. Unselfish play from Columbia senior Campbell Connell.
Connell, she really is a great passer. All game. It's been diming them up.
You called her the quarterback of this offense earlier, Grant. I go one step ahead and say she was the field general, as Newark Central's jumper won't go. Columbia starter still dominating as DeFreitas' 3 won't go. Tillman the rebound for Newark Central as the Blue Devils will run the floor. Tillman coast to coast, no good. As here's Milo DeFreitas from the free throw line. Count the J. 8 points for the sophomore. 3 in black. McGuire playing high defense on Reed. As a nice hezzy move, she'll pull up from 3 off the front rim. Yard swatted that one away and got the rebound. JoJo Yard is one fierce defender. Columbia can exercise their first timeout, so we'll step away 30 seconds and then we'll be back. Columbia up top 35-6.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I get her, not solo.
You say like it?
Yeah.
Just a reminder, at halftime we'll be joined by James Hartley, who'll give us his insights on this first half here in Maplewood. Hartley, the older brother of Columbia senior guard Julia Hartley, and a student at Boston College, and an avid basketball fan. Early foul here with just 1:22 seconds to go before the break. Three team fouls on Newark Central. As Marley gonna trigger a 3, no good. Irving going up the middle, gonna be fouled. Picking up her first personal, team's 4th, Okonkwo. You know, Grant, there's a good book called Things Fall Apart, and in that book the main character's name is Okonkwo. So a little literary reference there as Chioma Okafor traveled with it.
Well, hopefully things don't fall apart for her.
Love the wordplay, incredible from the kid. Under a minute. The lead, 29 for Columbia. On the block, Tillman fouled. Okafor picking up the personal. To the line, the 66% free throw shooter, Sajaya Tillman. She made one free throw earlier this game, as her second attempt coming here. One for two goes Tillman. The lead, 28 for the Cougars. 4 points for Sajaya Tillman. Okafor deflects it off a Newark Central defender, so with 46 seconds, Columbia will have another offensive possession before the break. Here's Tillman for Central, bringing it up the court. Guarded by Yard, as Yard gonna poke it away. Now Marley gives it up. DeFreitas 1-on-2. She'll do it herself as it's deflected out. Newark Central ball, 30 seconds before the halftime mark. As here's Reed. She'll go by Marley. The screen comes as Sage Reed loses it. Marley, the nice steal. Columbia, they've got a 2-on-1. DeFreitas says, I'll do it myself once again. Can't get it to go. 13 seconds to go. It'll stay. Or sorry. Yeah, stay with... No, switch to Newark Central. Under 10 seconds. Here's Sage Reed. Deep three. No good. At the buzzer, Irving shot. No good. So, at the halftime mark, Columbia on top of Newark Central, 35-7. For the Cougars, Gabby Irving led the way with 16 points. Mila DeFreitas had 8, Annabelle McGuire 2, Campbell Connell 2, and JoJo Yard, a quiet yet loud game with 7 first half points. For Newark Central, Sage Reed limited to just 1 point. Okonkwo had 2, and Tillman the other 4. So we'll step away, take a quick break. In about 2 minutes, we'll be back. James Hartley joining us for an interview.
I could not be worse than that. Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey, so the entire country can see moments like this?
Well, you said Trafford's a shifty back. He gets motioned down. They'll give it right to him on the first down play, and he gets lit up. Oh, what a hit there by Jaden Bonsu.
The kid with the Powell. Powell, oh, running people over, still on his feet.
He's gone. Touchdown.
We got a touchdown.
No flags. He's a bruiser.
Aziz Foster Powell.
Got to come up and lock up on that guy.
In Jersey. We do games in PA. We all over the place, man. Oh, they kick it deep. They're going to try to cover this one. Uh-oh. One man to beat. Touchdown.
And we just traded touchdowns.
Join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service. Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey, so the entire country can see moments like this?
Well, you said Trafford's a shifty back. He gets motioned down. They'll give it right to him on the first down play, and he gets lit up. Oh, what a hit there by Jaden Bonsu.
The kid with the Powell. Powell, oh, running people over, still on his feet.
He's gone. Touchdown.
We got a touchdown.
No flags. He's a bruiser.
Aziz Foster Powell.
Got to come up and lock up on that guy.
In Jersey. We do games in PA. We all over the place, man. Oh, they kick it deep. They're going to try to cover this one. One man to beat. Touchdown.
And we just traded touchdowns.
Join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
right, we're joined now by James Hartley. James, tell us about yourself before we get this interview underway.
Well, Rohan, first and foremost, thank you so much for having me on today. I've heard a lot about your acumen as a broadcaster, so I really appreciate the opportunity to be here interviewing with you today. I am a junior at Boston College. I'm a longtime family friend of Rohan and a brother of a current Columbia senior guard. Julia Hartley is she number 0, I believe. So, yeah, just really happy to be here.
Nice. So let's hear those first half thoughts. What player on this court has impressed you the most?
Yeah, so what I'm seeing so far, I'm a big fan of obviously my sister, Julia. Unfortunately, she hasn't touched the floor yet. But so far, what I'm seeing, Gabby Irvin, very, very good. I've seen a lot of good dribble moves from her, a lot of points, very aggressive. I like that a lot. Number 3 as well, Mila DeFritas. Hopefully I said that right. This 3-point shooting on that girl is extremely good. I haven't seen form like that in a while. I've been to a few of these games, and she has a lot of range, which is not something that I've seen from a lot of players on Columbia.
And we'll switch over to Newark Central now. They've had some trouble, bringing the ball up.
Yeah.
If you, James Hartley, were the coach of the Blue Devils, what would you do differently? What would you tell your girls in the locker room to get them motivated and try to crawl out of this 28-point hole?
That's a great question. I think for me, the biggest thing would just to be a little bit more composed in the second half. I don't think it's been a lack of shots that they've had. I think they've been doing a good job of getting to the rim, but when they have, they've just not been able to convert, which I think has been a big problem. So I would tell them just to settle down, take it minute by minute, don't try and do everything too quickly, and just make sure that you're composed and ready to go in the second half.
It's a little fun fact. James, a great middle school rec basketball player,
Yes.
a soccer state champion at Seton Hall Prep in West Orange. So, James, a controversial question, but I ask all my guests when they come on my interviews.
Okay.
If you were on this court, how many points are you scoring?
That's a great question.
In your current ability.
I am out of my game. Like Rohan said, I was at my prime in the 7th grade rec league, which was actually played in this exact court. So with that in mind, given that I've had experience on this court before, I would say I could drop maybe 10 points.
That's a very respectable answer.
Yeah. I definitely don't have the same shot that I used to, and I'm definitely getting on the older side as well, so there might be some
Knees
muscle
starting
injuries.
to give out.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I'm going to give a humble 10.
All right, 10. That's a very respectable answer. I was telling Grant while we were watching the game, I'm going for 30. Put me out there, I'm going for 30.
Okay.
I play CYO basketball, keep in shape.
Well, Rohan, let me ask, can I revise my answer? If you're dropping 30, then I'd say a humble 60 I would drop. So,
all right, there it is.
In comparison, I can't say 10 if this guy's dropping 30.
There it is, there it is. I actually scored 9 points in my last CYO game on Sunday.
Did you?
We got the victory.
Just shy of double figures.
Just shy.
You're shooting for that next time, I'm sure.
That I will. Before we go here, James, looking forward towards the future, what are your summer plans? You got employment, you're a good student at Boston College, Carroll School of Business.
This is true. I'm a marketing major at BC, so still in the process of looking for internships for this summer. If anybody's out there and wants to give me one, hit me up. I got LinkedIn. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully I'm back in New Jersey hanging out with the likes of yourself before you go off to college. But yeah, that's the summer plans for now. Maybe caddying a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Sounds great, James. Always a pleasure.
Always.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with the second half after these ads.
We will be. Are we still on here?
Yeah.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh, did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
Caught!
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
yeah, they hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. I feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
Well, you said Trafford's a shifty back. He gets motioned down. They'll give it right to him on the first down play, and he gets lit up. Oh, what a hit there by Jaden Bonsu.
The kid with the Powell. Oh, running people over, still on his feet.
He's gone. Touchdown.
We got a touchdown.
No flags.
Third quarter action here in Maplewood as Columbia on top of Newark Central, 35-7. If you're just joining our broadcast for the first time tonight, Newark Central in the white, Columbia in the black. Cougars 2-5 on the year. Blue Devils 3-3. Irving 3, give me it. Oh, Grant. Quick release from Gabby Irving. Nice shot. 19 points on the night for the sophomore.
You know, it's actually kind of nearing the very start of the first quarter in which he tossed up an early three. But yeah, still on fire.
Well, this game not done, certainly not as competitive as it was before even opening tip. So we'll take a minute here and look ahead after Gabby Irving goes coast to coast, but she'll miss the lay. JoJo Yard stepped out of bounds. You know, check that. They'll call foul on JoJo Yard over the back. Newark Central ball. So looking ahead, Columbia hosts Bernard's Friday night at 7 p.m. before going on the road Union Saturday at 1 p.m. That means the Cougar squad will play 2 games in exactly that many days. Central hosts a great Caldwell team Thursday at 7 p.m. before an 11 a.m. road game Saturday at Newark Academy. So 2 more divisional games coming for Newark Central, as Gabby Irving going to be called for the block. Three personal fouls on Gabby Irving as she leads all scorers with 19 points. To the line goes Tillman, 66% free throw shooter. First shot good. Timeout going to be taken by Newark Central. So we'll step away here. Columbia on top by 30 points. One more free throw shot, coming for Sajaya Tillman. 5 points. She's Newark Central's leading scorer today. Just a reminder, the Blue Devils without their second leading scorer, Sana Hayes, who's averaging nearly 17 points a game. She's out tonight due to a fight, so suspension. Irving going to try another 3. This time it won't go. Okonkwo with the rebound. Reed step back 3. Not good. Coming the other way, Desfritas through traffic, offensive foul. First personal on Mila Desfritas.
third team foul, as 2 of those coming on the offensive side for Columbia, squandering possessions in this third quarter. Williams imposed by the defense of Irving. As now Reed. Working off the screen, she's got variegated options. Picking up her dribble and shooting a floater, it's no good. Jump ball gonna be called on the block. Arrow's gonna stay with Columbia, so Cougars ball. As Newark Central showing a bit of press for the first time today. Pushing the ball the other way, Zakiya Dodard. As Williams' baseline shot, no good. McGuire soars high for the rebound. On the other end, Campbell Connell passes it up ahead as JoJo Yard allows Columbia to eclipse the 40-point mark. Her 9th point of the game. 32-point Columbia lead. Reed, suffocated for McGuire, will kick it out. That's a carry, but it goes uncalled. Instead, they'll get a foul called on JoJo Yard. 4 personal fouls on Yard, so 9 points. She'll have to sit an extended period of time as Sarah Marley rechecks into the ball game, making her first appearance in this second half. Marley going to be called for the foul on Tillman as both girls getting physical. Tillman, who's made several trips to the line, will return again. She's made 3 free throws in this ball game. She's got a chance to put Newark Central in double figures. Six points on the night for Sajaya Tillman. Right about her average of 6.2 points per game. There it is, Central in double figures thanks to Sajaya Tillman's 2 made free throws. Columbia going to take a timeout before that pass. Cougars on top by 30 points when we return.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Grant down by 30 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. What can Newark Central do to get back in this ballgame?
To be honest, Rohan, getting back it's not impossible, but it is looking, it would be very, very impressive. I think my biggest piece of advice to them is stay calm, You take your time, don't crumble under the pressure. Really set up your shot, because missed shots is really what's the problem for them here. They are shooting, the shots just are not going in.
That was some nice defense from Sarah Marley, forcing the ball out of bounds. As here's Reed. McGuire's locked her up all game, holding Sage Reed to just a single point. As Williams' shot won't go. Tillman the rebound, no good. Still loose on the block. Marley gonna pick it up, and a jump ball gonna be called with 4 minutes, 17 seconds. This time the arrow favors Newark Central, so it'll stay Blue Devils ball. That's a nice floater, as she'll cut the lead to 30.
It's possible that gives her a little bit more confidence. You know, this whole game she's really just not been able to get open or not been able to connect her shots. Maybe that's going to be the driving factor, just getting 2 points more on the board that are just going to give her a little bit more confidence.
Columbia back in their 2-3 zone as Reed will try another shot, won't go. Tillman able to keep it in, although it'll finally go out last touched by the Blue Devils in that corner on the bottom of your screen. Central sticking with their press as the Cougars able to beat it. Marley extra pass is a good one as McGuire's shot will go. Great pass by Sarah Marley, super unselfish. Been a true team player as she's the team's captain as a junior. 4 points for Annabelle McGuire with that made basket. The lead up to 32 for Columbia. Grant, I'm starting to think this rim hates Sage Reed as she's fired a ton of shots, yet has only made 1 basket and 1 free throw.
It's true. You know, it is true. She's not been able to connect those shots, but whether it's the rim or whether it's her, that's up for debate.
Sage Reed scored 26 points in her last outing as that ball is unsavable. Here's DeFreitas showing off the moves, gets the lay. How about Milo DeFreitas doing it herself?
Shifting.
12 points for the sophomore. Marley, good defense again, deflects it out. Mayan Blint-Monroney checks in for Columbia as McGuire takes a seat on the bench. DeFreitas gonna foul Reed. That's 5 team fouls on Columbia in the quarter, so Newark Central will shoot free throws for the remaining 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Returning to the line is Sage Reed, a 52% free throw shooter on 51 attempts this year. First shot on this trip, no good. Reed has 121 total points this year. She has big shoes to fill after Faith Fed Robinson is in the big leagues playing for Toledo, the Division I level. In the corner, quick trigger, it's good. Milo DeFreitas, 3rd three-pointer of the game. She's got the hot hands here tonight. On the other end, Tillman goes to work, but the efforts come up fruitless. As now Irving, under control, she'll kick it out. Connell from the free throw line rattles in and out. She's been a bit unlucky today. As Sage Reed brings it into the front court for Newark Central. Williams pump and go. On the baseline, Reed's floater rattles out. Gabby Irving, coast-to-coast layup is good as Columbia up 51-13. 21 points for Gabby Irving. Marley gonna steal it again as she can't save it from going out of bounds. impenetrable defense that the Cougars are putting on display for all to see here in Maplewood. Tillman, that's a nice wraparound move. As she leads Newark Central with 9 points. DeFreitas, another one. Behind the arc, she's found her home. 4 3-pointers today, and a grand total of 18 points. "30 seconds in the third quarter as Reed's shot won't go. Finally, Connell will pull down the rebound for Columbia. A jump ball going to be called on that far block with 8 seconds to go. Sorry, 12 seconds. Possession arrow is going to stay with Columbia's. Campbell Connell was running the wrong way. Irving already with 21, can't get the shot to go. As just 5 seconds, pushing it the other way was Newark Central. It goes out 2 seconds before the end of the quarter. Gabby Irving had 11 points in the 36-30 win over Cedar Grove on Saturday. She has 21 tonight. DeFreitas had 16 points as she hit 4 threes. Today, she's also hit 4 threes as that shot hit a cheerleader. Graham, did we get that on film?
I think it was just out of the frame, but unfortunately.
Oh, man. Anyways, the third quarter comes to an end here in Maplewood. Columbia on top of Newark Central, 54-15. Newark Central had their best quarter of this game, pouring in 8 points. Meanwhile, Columbia scored 19 points in that third period and have themselves a pretty comfortable 39-point lead here, Grant. Easily their best performance this season.
Absolutely. And especially from Irwin. What a performance.
Columbia's 2 wins this season. Timothy Christian, 73-36, and Cedar Grove, 36-30. Have some non-conference losses to Union Catholic, 53-27, and Morristown, 54-31. But today, all those losses feel like nothing as they've just put all that rage into a pretty impressive performance. But 8 final minutes here. Let's see what Newark Central can scrounge out. Irving gets another steal and another layup. It's like child's play out here for Gabby Irving. 23 points in this ball game. DeFreitas picking up her third personal. That one didn't look like much of a foul, but maybe she was a bit handsy with it. In the 2-3 are Columbia. As on the block, Okonkwo can't get it to go. Connell the rebound. Irving, another easy take. 25 for the sophomore. Nearly has half of Columbia's points. Reed's elbow jumper, no good. As here comes the hot hand of Milo DeFreitas. Jump ball going to be called. Arrow in the direction of the Cougars. Connell Piercing will try to throw one off the backboard way off as Tillman pushes for Newark Central. Sajaya Tillman coast to coast. That's a thing of beauty. As she leads Newark Central scorers with 11 points. On the other end, Milo DeFreitas puts Columbia at 60 points and a 43-point lead. DeFreitas having one of her best games this season, 20 points for the young sophomore. So 2 sophomores for Columbia, Milo DeFreitas and Gabby Irving, have combined for 45, Columbia 60 points. That's 75% of all baskets for Columbia. Reed's tough shot won't go as Annalise Van Varick calls down the rebound. The lead's so large, we have a running clock. We love running clocks here at D1 Media Pro.
That pass was no good.
Newark Central ball. Reed showing off the moves, will try a tough shot. Connell high for the rebound. Campbell Connell averaging 6 rebounds this season. Probably has closer to 10 today. As she's just been a rebounding machine for these Cougars. McGuire deflects it out of bounds. Clock continuing to tick on as the Cougars, a 43-point lead, looking for their first Liberty Division win, as Central probably going to fall to 0-2 in SEC Liberty to play and 3-4 on the year. Columbia hoping to advance to 3-5 on the year and will advance to that mark and 1-2 in SEC Liberty Division play. The runner will bounce off the front rim in for Reed. As she's slowly heating up, although it's towards the end of the game. 6 points for Sage Reed. And 1. Tillman called for the foul as Gabby Irving has entered takeover here, Grant, and she hasn't left it.
Wow. Moves on her.
Entering the game for the first time for Columbia, Julia Hartley. That's 0 in black. Her brother James joined us at halftime, and now we'll see the multi-sport varsity athlete get some time. Irving's free throw no good, so she can't complete the 3-point play. Marley on the block. There it is. Sarah Marley, first basket of the game. Blue Devils still playing hard as Williams going to be fouled. 4 personal fouls on Milo Desfritas. To the line goes Candace Williams. That's Candace with a K.
Candace with a K. Don't see that very often.
First free throw good for Candace with a K. And she'll go 2 for 2. On the block, Okafor. Step back, no good. As Williams' runner will find the back of the net. Still playing harder, these Blue Devils. Down, but not defeated. Hartley, great pass up ahead. As here's Campbell. The double team comes and she'll throw it away. Tillman gonna get a tough lay to go. The swing pass will find Lanaya Campbell as she'll try a deep 3. Nothing but net from the freshman. Lanaya Campbell.
Turning up with only 30 seconds left.
Under 30 seconds. Reed guarded by Marley. Columbia hosts Bernard's Friday night at 7 p.m. before going on the road at Union Saturday at 1 p.m. 2 games in as many days for the Cougars. Buzzer sound seem to find the end of the game here in Maplewood. Columbia, total domination, pulls this one out by 40 points, largest margin in a victory this season, 67-27. Central next hosts Caldwell Thursday at 7 p.m. before an 11 a.m. road game Saturday at Newark Academy. For Newark Central, Sage Reed had a quiet night, logging just 6 points. Candace Williams had 4. Ahoma Okonkwo had 2, and leading the way for the Blue Devils, scoring almost all their points, was Sajaya Tillman, who had an ever-solid 15 points in tonight's showing. For Columbia, Gabby Irving had a career night, 27 points for the sophomore. Sarah Marley had 2 points. Milo Desfritas, 20, as her and Irving combined for 47. McGuire had 4, Connell just 2, Yard had 9, 7 of which coming in the first half, and Lanaya Campbell had a 3. So the final score for Maplewood, 67-27. Columbia advances to 3-5 on the year. Newark Central falls below 500 to 3-4. You were watching some girls' weeknight hoops on D1 Media Pro. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see you next time Columbia hits the hardwood.